Hey, I wanted to give you a quick update on and talk about just a couple things real quick. First, I want to give you an update on my Goji plant experience. Goji, another name for goji berry is wolfberry. There's different kinds. There's many different cultivars of goji. The one in particular that I have is called Lycinium chinensis. Okay, kind of like Chinese. Okay, it's a Chinese variety, and it's one of the goji berries that is highly edible, and it also has a very good medicinal effect as well. Let me show you real quick. Again, we're looking at 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks, and if you can see that, there's a lot of plants here. I mean, I put put 2 holes there, put several seeds in each, and it looks like I think all of them germinated, which is awesome. So this is a huge plant maker right here. Very simple to do. There's probably 10 goji plants right there. So I will end up probably another week or so. I'm going to repot. I probably won't keep all 10. I'll keep the maybe the 5 or 6 strongest looking plants. Repot those into say 4-inch or maybe a little bit bigger pots. And again, I'll probably put some in the ground this spring, see how they do, and I'll probably overwinter the other half inside. Okay, so a little bit of an experiment there. But again, if you look at how much these cost, either 1 gallon pots, 3 gallon pots, so a 2-year-old plant that you would buy upwards of $69 or more for a good cultivar like this. For a 1 gallon pot or a 1-year-old plant, you're looking at $39. Okay, so this is a really good this is a good plant to propagate, especially if you like goji berries and you have the right climate, of course, for that. All right, second thing I want to talk about today is just some different things we have going on here at the Prepared Homestead. We finished, and I don't remember if I vlogged on this or not, but we finished butchering the sheep. So we had a neighbor come over because we don't have a commercial grinder. We have a hand grinder, so we could do small amounts ourselves, but he's offered it, and so he came over and helped us with that. So I cut up the sheep after they rested for 4 days. Okay, it's 96 hours or so. It was starting to get a little too warm, so I didn't want to chance it. So sometimes we would have rested maybe a little bit longer, but 4 days is plenty. Okay, so we butchered that up, and again, it was all for sausage. And so we did that and chunked it, put it in a freezer to let it get pretty cold. Okay, you want it to almost start freezing. And then we seasoned it really well. It's called a merighe, which is it's an Italian or a type of sausage. So lots of great ingredients there. And then so we made sausage. So we ground it, and then we did mix in some beef fat, and then ground it again a second time, packaged it, and put it in the freezer. So awesome. Let's see what else. We're doing normal operations, so we're rotating our pigs every week in forested pasture or silvopasture. So it's not quite pasture. It's definitely not quite pasture, and it's definitely not forest. It's something in between. Okay, so it's what we call a silvopasture. So a combination of trees and pasture. Okay, we do plan on experimenting with some pure forested paddocks, in which we will expand to. Was hoping to expand to it this year, but I don't know if I'm going to get there. Honestly, just with everything we have going on, I don't know if I'll get there, and that's okay. All right, that happens, and that's one of the other things I wanted to talk about is homestead projects, planning, trying to do so much. And that's great, definitely try and get a lot done. But it's okay if you have to, shift gears because the other thing is that you need to be as flexible. That's really important. And then finally, I want to talk about fear real quick. Fear of failing, fear of not knowing all the information. There's a balance to be struck there. And fear can be actually a really good motivator. There's nothing, fear is a good thing if you think about it. It helps us, our intuition is based a lot in fear. So if you have a fear that crops up and it's kind of like an intuition that tells you, like, you know what, this is a bad situation. Maybe it's, whatever the case may be, or this is a bad place, and you choose to leave, you're listening to your intuition. That's a good thing. So fear can be a good motivator, but it can also be inhibitive. It can cause analysis paralysis. It can cause you to cut and run. So you want to make sure that you're not doing that as well. So you want that balance. Fear is not bad, but don't let it control you. Okay, so it should motivate us towards certain things, but it shouldn't control us in certain things. Okay, that's what I want to talk about today.